You probably clicked on this video for one of two reasons. You either want to get in shape but don't know where to start, or you've been going to the gym for a while but are not getting the results you were hoping for. You know, that aesthetic body type most of us are striving for, kind of like this guy right here? I know because it took me a couple of years to really hone in on the perfect routine that got me from this to this, despite being a busy single father and running a small business. And let me tell you, having an aesthetic physique in your 40s will improve your life in a big way, with women, with business, and with life in general. But most guys have no idea where to start, and some even lack the confidence to even step foot in the gym. Not to worry though, in this video I'm going to show you exactly what to do on day one, and I'll give you the full workout plan with exercises, sets, and reps that will build the aesthetic physique women are attracted to and will give you the confidence you've been missing all along. We're going to keep it simple. We'll focus on building your chest, back, and shoulders for that V-taper that is so important, your legs for a strong foundation, and your core so you turn heads when you hit the beach. I'm going to show you the exact workout plan I've been using for the last 4 years. Obviously, over time, I have added and modified a few things to fit my lifestyle and my experience level. But here's the foundation of it just for you. Let's get started. Remember to take notes or just download the free PDF version of this entire workout plan. It's linked for you in the description. In my opinion, the simplest and most effective split for men in their 40s who are either just getting started or getting back into the gym is the push-pull leg split. It's simple, it's effective, and it works. But I also added a little twist that makes it even more powerful for guys like you and me. I'll reveal that later on in the video. Here's how the traditional push-pull leg split would look like in your monthly calendar. Listen, life in your 30s and 40s can be a little more complicated. You have responsibilities, a business, children, maybe a spouse. So going to the gym 5 to 6 days a week might not be realistic or even optimal for your long-term life goals. So unlike most fitness programs that force you to build your life around the gym, this program allows you to build a gym routine around your life. That's why it's always worked so well for me. And that's the beauty of the push-pull leg split. You can start and finish the split any day of the week and take rest days based on your personal and business schedule. No more push on Monday, pull on Tuesday, and so forth. You train when you can, you rest when you need to, and you can shift workouts accordingly. All right, now I want to show you each day of the split along with each exercise. We'll start with push day and move quickly through all the movements. Remember to download the free PDF in the description so you can follow the plan from your phone while at the gym, or go ahead and print it out if you're old school like me. Always start with a light stretch and 2 sets of 10 to 20 push-ups. That should be enough for any beginner. We're going to start with incline dumbbell press to target the upper chest. You can start with a press machine at first if you feel more comfortable, but make sure you progress and use dumbbells as time goes on. As you progress, you can use a Smith machine to really load up the bar and get really close to failure. Body weight dips with a slight lean forward to target the middle and lower chest. Start with assisted dips if you can't lift yourself right now, but progress to body weight as quickly as possible. Make it a priority. A man needs to be able to push or pull himself up if needed. Then there's the overhead shoulder press. I've been doing the single arm standing press for a couple of months now, and I'm very happy with the results. Next, we're gonna hit some flies. You can either use the pec deck or grab some dumbbells and lie on a flat or inclined bench. Next, we have the tricep cable push down. I like to use the V-bar for this, but you can use different attachments, whatever feels more comfortable at the beginning for you. You can use the rope or the flat bar, either one will work. And then we'll finish up the session with some lateral raises to grow those side delts. As you progress, you will be adding exercises and increasing your volume. But keep in mind that you will need to keep track of your workouts in order to follow the number one rule of building muscle and an aesthetic physique: progressive overload. Which basically means track your weights and reps for each exercise, push close to failure consistently, and when 8 to 10 reps gets too easy for you, push to 12 to 14. Then increase the weight and repeat the process over and over again. That's how you're going to build muscle. Okay, now let's move on to pull day. I always start my pull days with 3 sets of 10 pull-ups, but if you have to start with assisted pull-ups, that's fine. Just make sure to progress to bodyweight pull-ups as soon as possible. Come on, don't be a little bitch. All right, let's keep going. We're going to start off with deadlifts. Make sure to use proper form and start with low weight until you have mastered the movement. Next is the lat pull down. I start off with a narrow grip so I can pull more and then move on to the wide grip. Chest supported rows. You can use an incline bench from the front or from the back side, or bent over rows later as you strengthen your lower back with your deadlifts. You can also add in a few sets of seated cable rows as you get more efficient. Then we're going to hit the rear delts with this very specific movement. Take a note of the form and try to copy it as best as you can. Next, to finish up the session, we're going to hit the biceps with these easy bar curls. This is probably the #1 bicep exercise if your time is limited. Okay, now I'm going to show you what a leg day consists of. Let's start with the quad focused version. Make sure to warm up with a 10-minute walk and light stretching. We're going to start off with squats. I like to do my compound movements at the beginning of the session because I have the most energy. Alright, now with squats out of the way, we're going to go right into the calf raises. I like to do standing and seated. I can alternate week to week or do them both in the same session. Do not skip your calves. It's very important to have aesthetic legs and have a strong foundation. Then we're going to address any strength imbalances that we may have by implementing a unilateral movement such as this walking lunge, which is great for your core stability and for building functional strength. And to end the session, I like to destroy my quads on the extension machine. Honestly, I do 3 to 4 sets and I do a drop set at the end and can barely walk out of the gym. Make sure you end your leg days with some proper stretching and maybe even a short walk for recovery. Alright, now I will show you the hamstring focused leg day. Remember to alternate this day with your quad focused leg day. Again, warm up with at least 10 minutes of walking and some light stretching. First exercise is going to be the hip thrust. Yes, hip thrust. Most guys neglect this movement because they're embarrassed to use the machinery, but strong glutes are a huge part of the overall aesthetic physique. Don't be that guy. Also, we can go pretty heavy on these, hence the lower rep count. Make sure you're getting close to failure on those last reps. Next, we're going to be doing some Romanian deadlifts. These are great for your hamstrings and your glutes. In time, you'll know how to position your hips to target either your glutes or your hamstrings, but for now, let's keep it simple. Next, we're going to throw in your calf raises again at the beginning of your session so you don't skip them at the end. Calves are very important for an overall aesthetic physique. I cannot stress this enough. I skipped calves for 2 decades and totally regretted it. I don't have small calves, but I didn't have the definition that I have now, and I'm just getting started. Then we're going to jump right into the lying hamstring curl. I think this is one of the best exercises to build volume in your thighs. Most people think that quads do that, but actually the hamstring will give you an aesthetic look, just like a bicep does for your arm. Do not skip these. Of course, we cannot skip the hip abductors and adductors, 2 sets of each. Over time, you can increase the volume on these movements as your legs start to take shape. And eventually you will add Romanian split squats, reverse lunges, and other bilateral movements. But for now, we want to keep it simple. Now let's talk cardio. Is it actually necessary? No, but the benefits are undeniable. I started running for the first time at 40 years old. It helped me with my cardiovascular fitness, but even more, it helped me with my mindset. Running or swimming or cycling will show you very quickly how resilient you are. And if you have the mental fortitude to keep pushing past any of the obstacles that will inevitably rise on your fitness journey. Also, if your goal is to get lean and stay lean, then cardio is almost mandatory, especially if your nutrition is not 100% dialed in. We can discuss that in another video, but for now, here's how cardio would fit into our split. Again, it's very flexible, so do what fits your lifestyle and your schedule. Now, what about that twist to the traditional push-pull leg split that I mentioned at the beginning of the video? Well, let's talk about it. Traditional push-pull leg programs often neglect the arms, because by the end of the push or pull day, your arms are shot from bench press, dips, rows, and pull-ups. So your biceps and triceps never get enough high-quality volume. Here's what I came up with to make this split the perfect choice for us busy guys looking for an aesthetic physique. Twice a month, we're going to add an extra day. It's that plus A of the equation. It's a dedicated arm day. I'm already getting excited. Now, the modified week would look something like this. This allows you to really focus on your arms, build bigger triceps, fuller biceps, and also grow your forearms, which are very important. Something to consider, a dedicated arm day is brutal if you're doing it right. So the next day, I never schedule a push day. My triceps would be still recovering, so instead, I plan a full day of content creation or coaching calls with my clients, or I run all my personal and business errands. I usually just consider it like a rest day. Now, let me show you exactly what to do on this dedicated arm day. Always warm up with some push-ups, light stretching, and maybe even a set of pull-ups. We start off with one of the best exercises for your triceps, the upright dip. It's the same as a dip for your chest, but you're in a more upright position, targeting more of the tricep. Then for your biceps, I like to start off with an easy bar curl with the narrow grip, but experiment with a wide grip and a reverse grip as time goes on. Now we're really going to focus on the tricep, specifically the long head of the tricep. This is one area that I am deficient in, and I made it a point to implement skull crushers as much as I can into my program. I like to do them on a slight incline, but sometimes I'll do it on a flat bench just to change things up. And now for my absolute favorite bicep exercise, the hammer curls. I think this is by far the best exercise to build an aesthetic arm that looks good at the beach, but also in a nice fitted dress shirt or a polo. And then we're going to exhaust the tricep using any variation of a cable press down or pull down for your triceps. There are many different options. You can look into that in other videos. For forearms, you're going to choose one flexor exercise and one extensor exercise. And you could also do farmer's carries to build your grip strength, which will inevitably help you with your heavy compound lifts on back day and leg day. And these suitcase carries are great for your core. Alright guys, now you have a simple, effective, and highly flexible workout plan that you can start with today. Print it out, save it on your phone, and get started now. No excuses, guys. Remember, it's free and it's in the description below. And if you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments and I'll answer them as soon as I can. And after all this information, if you still don't feel ready to start, go ahead and take my free 8-day men's email challenge. It'll be linked in the description as well. It only takes 90 seconds to read. You'll get a daily email with thought-provoking questions that will help you get some clarity and help you build your confidence. So, thank you guys, and make sure to watch this video next to keep the momentum going. Peace.